I am live today, guys. I am live today. I know. I've been just trying to work on videos and keeping up with the news and stuff. So welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. I probably won't be on too long since I am on here a little late. See what I was trying to do. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Okay. So here we are today. I just thought I'd come by, say hi to everybody. Kind of been working a little hard, so I haven't been able to get live and really chit chat with anybody. Let's see. So, okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. So I wanted to come on here because I know God, my toilet is running. Hold on, let me go close that door. Okay, so welcome everybody. Dishing Tea with D here. I know I've been doing a lot of videos for crime in San Antonio and I haven't been able to get out there, but again, this is just an update of something that really is happening close to San Antonio. Schertz, outskirts of San Antonio is kind of like right at the city limits. You know, it's just a different little county. Um, but Saturday can be our Thursday. So Saturday, I mean, we are Friday. So it has been about a week. We had, I believe he was 19 years old. Yes, he was 19 years old. He ended up going missing. I think he was running, he went for a run in the neighborhood and he never returned home. So everybody's been looking for him, things like that. And, um, let's just kind of let me put his picture up because I don't have his picture up, and usually I do. But before we do, let me just go ahead and play the warning.
Warning: Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All people are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, and I do reserve my First Amendment right to express myself.
Okay. So hopefully you guys were able to hear that because I was doing other things and I'm sure you heard my mouse kind of going, but my bad. And I just forgot what I was doing while I was doing that. Oh, I was trying to pull it up on the. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, again, 19-year-old Zacharias Stallings went for a run. Um, let's see. I want an article from, okay, right here. I wanted an article from before the time, and let me pull up a picture of him so you guys know what he looks like. Hmm. Maybe it didn't save. I'll get you a photo, guys. I'll get you a photo. I mean, he was so full of life, too, it looked like. There we go. So there we go. That is Zacharias and Stallings. Zacharias Stallings. He was 19 years old when he ended up going missing on Saturday. Um, Again, police at the time, this was about 2 days ago because he was just found, I believe, yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So previously before that, the police were asking for public's help, searching for the missing person. He also had Asperger's syndrome. According to the mom, I believe it was very light. He was still functional. On Tuesday, the police department, Schertz Police Department, released a statement saying that they were searching for the 19-year-old Zacharias Stallings, who was last seen around 7 p.m. on Saturday near the corner of Nature Path and Parklands Way. Stallings stands approximately 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing around the 155 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a white t-shirt and black shorts. Currently, there is no indication of foul play. However, investigators have not been able to determine Zacharias' destination after leaving his residence. This behavior is unusual for him and has no history of self-harm. So again, they're not thinking any kind of self-harm or anything like that. So at that time, they were asking people to call the Schertz Police Department at the 210-619-1200. And then that's when the news broke out early this morning. Um, uh, where did it go? Right here. So then now they come out with, they ended up locating him. They ended up actually, they were called to a body out on I-35, on the side of the road of I-35 and Schwab Road. Police shows up. Again, he was last seen on October 18th, which was just Saturday. Um, Again, Stallings was or is diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. He was found in a field at approximately 3:30 p.m. Thursday near the intersection of I-35 and Shrub Road. Authorities said Stallings was last seen wearing a t-shirt, black shorts. Shirts. Police said its an investigation is ongoing. So again, Schertz police have found the body of the 19-year-old man who was reported missing. So let me see if I can get more details because that article was not the greatest. Okay, so again, he was 19 last seen Saturday and has been found deceased. Um, Police said he was going for a jog in the neighborhood. Um, Again, 5 days later, on Thursday at 3 p.m., Schertz Police Department were searching an area around Shrub Road and I-35 southbound using a drone. Okay, so I don't think nobody called in. I think they were still searching, and they found him with a drone. During the search, a body was seen in a field in the northwest corner of Shrub Road and I-35. This is about a mile point two from where the Stallings was last seen. So I'm sure they probably had some type of video camera from a neighborhood, ring camera or something like that that caught him at that corner where he was last seen at. And then again, this is about a mile from that. The body has been confirmed to be Stallings, who has now been declared deceased. The next of kin has been notified. Police say they are still not sure if foul play is involved. This is a developing situation and can and of course, Ken Spy will continue to update us through the article. So again, isn't much on the story. They don't know. This is tough. I mean, if that was his normal routine, was somebody watching him? Again, he was a mile from the last location. Now, was that his normal running path? Um, if that was his normal running path, if that um was somebody following him? Did he have any enemies, or was he actually running and he just um I don't know, maybe had some kind of medical condition besides the Asperger's. Let me see. So, I mean, he didn't have anything like heart condition, no asthma. I mean, if Asperger's syndrome is the only thing, that's more of a mental health kind of thing, almost like it's a neurodevelopment disorder. Um, m- may have some kind of disconnection with, autism and things like that. So, again, I don't think he was a severe. He was still functional. Obviously, he was able to go. He's 19 and still doing runs in the neighborhood. The family felt safe enough for him to do that. Um, again, as far as heart conditions, breathing conditions, now whether that played a factor in anything, parents didn't say if he had any other health issues besides the Asperger's. Again, they don't know. I mean, if he had somebody again, they don't know it's foul play, so this is all speculation and just in my opinion, obviously. Um, without too many details, I mean, again, was that his normal running route? Was that typical for him to be in that area? Um, who does he, if he wasn't, who does he know in that area? Did he have any kind of beef with anybody or confrontation with anybody? Um, And again, was it just a medical issue where um his heart stopped? I anything's possible. Did he not take his meds that day? Did he take his meds that day? There's a lot of what ifs, and again, until the police come out with any further statements or there's any other additional statements made to the police or anything like that, this is pretty much um kind of all of it. But again, this is in the I-35 Schertz area, right off of Schwab Road. So this is not far outside of 1604 off of 35. So going towards Austin, maybe about 20 minutes, 30 minutes from San Antonio. Not far. Not far at all. Um, so again, we just need to be safe. And I believe there was another kid that just went missing. Um, And of course, the parents are probably just devastated, hoping that their kid just may have gotten lost or something. I mean, 19-year-olds. He was still young. Poor thing. That's so sad. That really is sad. So, again, if anyone is here, please like, subscribe, share to the video. I'm just here. It's Friday, just kind of decompressing after all the videos that I have recorded this week and is playing for you this week and for next week. So, more to come. There's lots more. I mean, there's stories that I still haven't even been able to record that are now becoming about a month old and trying to figure out a schedule. So hopefully I will start doing instead of just one story a day, I'll be able to do move it up to 2, then 3. Maybe I'll have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then Fridays we could just kind of decompress, have a live, and just kind of talk about the stories during the day, see kind of if there is any further updates, things like that. Um, now it's ready. So anyway, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. We are having another national Panda Express fundraiser. Don't forget about that. Let me see if I can kind of share the screen with you. Let me see if I can pull it back up. Right here. So let me share this window. Say get rid of my warning because I already played that for you. Warning, warning, warning. Share window. So here we go. Oops, bad. Actually, let's go ahead and do it this way. So here we go. This is the Panda Express. As you can tell, it is communityfundraiser.com. It is from Panda Express. All you gotta do, why am I clicking on my own page? Okay. Sorry guys, it's been a long week. So when again it's October 31st, it is on Halloween because what we want to do is we want to scare those predators. We want to order from Panda Express, either from online or through the app, order it for pickup or delivery, and enter the code 9006879 in the fundraiser checkout in the fundraiser code box during the online checkout, and Panda Express will donate 28% of the sales to Vivid Lifestyles VVLS, and obviously those donations will be provided as resources to the abused children, elderly, men, women, and veterans. Hey, Rainbow Tasha, how are you? How are you? Yes, I am live today. Yes, so Panda Express, we are doing a nationwide fundraiser. So all you gotta do is order online or through the app, and they will. Yes, I know. It's been a while since I've been live. I'm just trying to make sure I get out all my videos. So I think I'm going to start doing videos and uploading those and just doing lives on Friday, just kind of decompress, talk about the stories that happened during the week and things like that. And I kind of have to do it that way because there is a lot of stuff going on here in Texas and San Antonio and things like that. And I really want to focus on our locally and things like that. And then we can, as we get more volunteers and stuff like that, we can spread out nationwide. And I just think, or even my lives, I'll continue to still talk about other things around, in other states and stuff like that, where we can get more opinions from everybody and things. But yeah, I'm just trying to push out as many videos and try to get as much coverage as I can to you guys. I see on Facebook that there's a lot of people who are wanting to move to San Antonio or to Texas, whether it's job or family, and I really think that knowing about the crime here and just in the surrounding areas should be a major factor in deciding what's best for their family or for them as well. I can always make myself bigger. I just wanted to make sure that everybody was able to see kind of like the code and the Panda Express information first. Um, that way, if anybody needed it, they have it right there. Um, Also, the QR code in the top corner can also get you to the same page here. And again, this is all through Panda Express. I mean, you don't have, it doesn't really, you guys will go order through Panda Express and they donate the funds to us. Thank you. I try. I'm just, got to keep it updated. I don't like the same pictures and the same background every time. I get kind of bored. I'm like, it's like moving furniture in my house. It's like every couple of months I got to rearrange some room because that's just me. But let me go ahead and downsize. So I am back. Big, 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 big. So again, we were talking about Zacharias for a minute there. And this was that 19-year-old boy that they just found that went missing in Schertz on Saturday. And then they just found him yesterday afternoon, deceased. They still don't know what caused it. Um, I'm hoping I'm hoping it was a natural cause. I'm not hoping that there was any kind of foul play or anything. I'm just hoping he went for a jog and natural causes took its course. I know the parents are very devastated, um, and this is just a sad case. It's very unknown. They said he never had any kind of history of self-harm or anything like that, so they don't believe that to be the cause of anything. So, but again, they still don't know if it was foul play or natural causes. So it's pretty hectic. And then kind of update. I think on Tuesday, either Monday or Tuesday, I know uh there's gonna be a video coming out about Lena. She went missing about 3 years ago. She was a 4-year-old at the time, so she should be about 7 years old now. She went missing here in San Antonio, literally in our backyard, and it was it was pretty well known across. It was on the news quite a bit. And there was a lot of speculations and different stories going on with that case as well. And they're still looking for her. And from what it sounds like, I think the parents don't feel like obviously law enforcement is being active in the case. So um, there's a lot of things that are going on, and I'm just kind of glad that I'm able to provide the information to everybody. Like I said, it they're trying to say that crime's going down. I don't know if anybody's been able to pull up articles or just kind of do research like crime statistics in San Antonio, and they're going to bring up, oh, crime is going down, crime is going down, crime is going down. Crime is less than what it was this time of year last year and things like that. So again, I think with all the stories that are coming in and being put out, or some that are not even getting put out on the news, are very important. I don't think that that coincides with the statistics of crime going down in San Antonio. So, again, like I said, there's many reasons why it shows crime is going down in San Antonio. So, in order to kind of like everybody has their own way of statistics and getting their information. My thing is just me putting them out there. Let's see how many episodes I can do on crime, and by all means, if I do 100 episodes of some kind of homicide, then there you go. We had 100 homicides here in Texas, kind of in San Antonio or near around. So I'm just like, again, they had different qualifications on what falls under different crime categories, whether it's like property crime or homicide or, things like that. So again, like pool deaths, if somebody was to drown another person, like that's considered an accident. It's not considered a homicide technically under things. So those won't even be considered in the statistics of homicide. So again, is crime really going down? Who knows? Who really knows? All I can do is present the stories and we go from there. And everybody can make their own decision on whether San Antonio or Texas is as safe as they want us to believe. Point blank. So, with that said, it's a lot. So, if there is any stories that anybody wants to talk about or that they've seen that they kind of want a little bit more information on, just let me know. I know me recording them just kind of go really quick. I try to just provide the information and then wait for you guys to comment and things like that. So at least with the live, we can kind of have a situation, a conversation going, um, because I like I think there was one that, we were talking about with the handcuffs, they're handcuffing the kids and they're being charged for one thing. And like I said, they could be changed for interchangeably with, holding, basically holding people in chains in a bed. Like, especially kids. Like, who would do something like that? So again, let me just take this off my screen. Even though we already talked about Panda Express. And why am I going to add it back to the stage? Um, don't forget, I do have my website. Let me change that as well. I'll put it down at the bottom. Um, Vivid Lifestyles, VVLS, dash VVL, dash VVLS.com. Um, that is the website. You can go there. You can sign up to volunteer. You can donate there. And you can, again, we started our book reading club. And the first book that we started reading was the Alison Stoner, Semi-Well Adjusted Despite Literally Everything. It's about her growing up in Hollywood as a child. If you don't know Alison Stoner, she was that little girl on the Missy Elliott Work It video. She's, I think, in Step Up. She played that little girl dancer with the guys and stuff like that. Where else did she come out in? She played in Cheaper by the Dozen, the little tomboy girl. Yes. Such a cute little thing. Well, she's not little anymore, so she wrote her own memoir and is telling her version of her life in Hollywood and being a child actor and what she had to go through as a child actress, should I say. So again, that is also another one. We have a group for volunteers where they can where I set it up to where all my volunteers can get in one group and relay information to each other, talk about events, talk about how to become a better volunteer at that. It's just not just showing up and organizing food all day. There's plenty of other ways to volunteer. Um, there's so much that I'm looking into establish another group just for the survivors and victims, as an invite only. I just want to make sure that they are protected. Again, try to keep a safe community, things like that. I have my services on there, from the traveling to the event planning, party planning, whatever you want to call it. Those are now service fees. So now any service fee, anybody who books me under a service fee, those fees will go straight to the organization. So again, I work for free. So please, please, please go to the website, donate, go to Panda Express on Halloween and order some Panda Express, enter the code, and that way you can again support the cause. um I've been working on that website quite a bit, so it is a work in progress. Again, I do all this myself, but it's coming along really well. I've applied for more events coming up, so hopefully I have some volunteers locally to help me at these events, to help spread the information and things like that. I know some of them are locally with the city, and so I'm just waiting on answers about those. And then, of course, I'm still doing the online fundraising with wonderful people like Panda Express, Jersey Mike's, Panera Bread, things like that. So things I know people love well, and that, y'all order on a daily basis. I know y'all got to order lunch when y'all are at work. Why not? Why not save a life when y'all are eating and scarfing your faces down with food? Just saying. Because there's people out there who can't. So, again, I'm just here. Anybody want to talk? Anybody want to throw some ideas out there? I'm just here. I know, just so I know I haven't been live in a while and things like that. So, please let me know. Let me remove him from the stage. So I just wanted to update people on that Rawlings too, because I know that was just recently. And again, may or may not have been foul play. So that was very important. Um, Again, don't forget to go to my Facebook. You could just find me on Facebook under Denise Garza or Addition to with D. Um, and let me take this off. And I have everything there as well. Pretty much everything that I post on here. I post more on Facebook, especially when it comes to news articles or more stuff on a daily basis. It's more updated there. It happens more often until I can make a video and get it on YouTube. So usually my information on YouTube is a little couple of days behind, which is fine because then I'm able to get more information, give you the whole story at once instead of news break, news break, news break, news break. I'll just news break all at once. So again, if anybody wants to talk or um, say anything, if y'all want to ever come up, I'm always I'm always wanting people to come up and share their stories. I'm still trying to get my I'm still trying to get my neighbor. My neighbor is not very comfortable being online, but I think it would I think it'll do good for him if he was just to tell his story and just kind of open up. He's very I want to say he's very by himself, I guess. I feel bad, but hopefully you can turn things around. We're trying to get him. We're trying to get him back into, happiness and joy. He's very depressed and it happens when, you're paralyzed or you're missing an arm and things happen. Ooh, a green smoothie with celery. Actually, speaking of celery and cucumbers, I started my own little mini garden, so I'm hoping that'll kind of feed into this organization as well. Green smoothie with celery and cucumber. I like cucumbers. I mean, I like celery, but I don't know if I would like celery and cucumbers together. Hmm. Need to try that. I do. I actually need to drink more green smoothies. I'm not big on green smoothies. I'm more of a fruit a fruit smoothie person. So I like all the colorful reds and purples. Um, but yeah, celery and cucumber. See, I love cucumbers. I like celery. I love cucumbers. I'm big on salads, so which is weird. I never blended them together though. So, how do you make your green how do you make your smoothie though? See, and I love avocados and I love bananas. I don't know about putting those together. See, I think that's my problem. I like things natural. I don't know. I'm pretty natural and I like my things natural. There are certain things I don't think should get touched. Like avocado, I don't like what do you call it, guacamole because they mix it with like lime and all this stuff. I think avocado should just stay as an avocado. You can spread avocado, just smush it, smash it, spread it. I'm like, why you gotta mix it with anything? But I don't know, banana and avocado. I'm gonna have to write these stuff down and because I do make a lot of smoothies, but I do make a lot more fruit smoothies than I do with vegetables and stuff. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Yes. See, I just like avocado like that. So bread and then I like bread just like that. So yeah, those two I can see me putting together. But again, they're two natural things that we're not really it's not affecting the flavor or anything like that. I don't know. Could just be me. I'm weird. I mean, that's always the best. Natural and plain is just like I don't know. I love bananas just like that. I really don't I don't put peanut butter on my bananas. I could care less about peanut butter actually, but I don't put peanut butter on my celery. I just gotta have celery like that. Cucumbers, I gotta just pretty much have them like that. And of course, if they're in a salad, I don't add no juices to my salad, so it's just a bunch of greens together, or even a tomato together, and like that little bit of tomato juice is my is my, what do you call it? Vinaigrette or salad dressing or whatever. Oh, yes, you always got to have something with you at work. I don't know if I would keep a smoothie with me at work. Maybe like maybe a tea or a bigger something bad for me. Oh my goodness. Aren't you adult? I couldn't do a smoothie at work. No, no. Smoothie's too healthy for me to be doing that at work. I need like sugar and caffeine and caffeine because dish and smoothie with rainbow. I love rainbows. I wonder if we can do that. How do you do a rainbow smoothie? I would just walk around with it just because for decoration. That would be so cool. I want a rainbow smoothie. I do. I want a rainbow smoothie. That is hilarious. I'm gonna have to Google that. Or are we gonna have to do separate layers with different flavors? Because I do mix my, like, those icy fountains at the corner stores and stuff like that. I do mix those sometimes and make, you have blueberry with the regular cherry and then you make purple, right? You know, but how would you do that with a smoothie? Orange carrot, okay. Red apple, orange carrot. Is that the way the red or my son knows the rainbow better than I do, and he's only 4. Red, orange. Is it blue, green? Wait, green, blue. I forgot. Or it's just Friday and my brain is fried. It's either one or the other. I'm really having a red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple. I forgot. Yellow banana, red. Okay. See, because blueberries is more of a purple. How will we get blue? Blackberries is purple too. I don't understand how they're called black and blueberries when they come out purple. Oh my goodness. Um, Green, blue, indigo, violet. So that's the order. Yellow, green. Okay, I see it. I'm still trying to figure out how to come up with blue. I got violet down. I don't know how to come up with blue. What's blue? Again, I don't think blueberries are really blue. I think they're purple. Hmm. This reminds me of the video I saw of the girl making fun of the farm animals. Now I'm wondering how in the world did they get these colors out of a blueberry and a blackberry when they come out purple? See, blue. How are we gonna make blue? And blue is a primary color. So it's not like you can mix 2 colors together to make blue. Am I getting too technical into this? I think I'm thinking way more into this than I should. Okay, I'm not the only one that's confused about blue. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Blue. I am gonna have to like literally look at that. Because now I do want a rainbow slushie. Because I do like bananas. I do like apples. I do like carrots. So we do different layers. We can have a rainbow one, and then you get each flavor individually. and then you don't change the natural flavor of it unless they all get melted in together. Smurfs. Yes, Smurfs are blue. Can we put Smurfs in a blender? Forgot. I have one of those things that I haven't even used it. I think my husband's been using it more than me. I just don't like washing extra parts. Even though I think that was the whole purpose of putting a blender and a cup in one, was so that way you didn't have to like blend it in one and then pour it in a cup. But then now I gotta clean. I don't know. It's just weird. And you can't clean the spinner. You had to hand wash it. I don't know. Better off just with the blender and a cup. Yeah, I think we got stuck on blue, Rainbow. I think we really did get stuck on blue. Now I'm gonna have to like look around for that. So, but I did start my garden. I don't know if I told you guys I had made this is also another reason I haven't really been on here because I've been doing a side project. I made a planter out of a pallet. It literally took me the entire day just to make it. Took me the next day to really decorate it. And then I just recently finally like, and then another day to, put the dirt, and then another day to plant the seeds. And finally it's all complete. So, yes, I made the planter out of a pallet. Palette was free. I reused all the nails for it. I had reused some old growing buckets I had, and some old spray paint that I had lying around. So basically, the only thing I really paid for was dirt and the seeds. So hopefully, I'll grow some lettuce, potatoes, carrots, beans, some oregano. What else did I plant? Rosemary, lavender. I don't know, some other stuff. Spinach. I don't even remember what I planted anymore. And then the funny thing is, I had it pictured on I had drew out a diagram of how I want where I want, what plants where I want, what plants where. And then when I finally went out there to do it, I, I realized maybe my picture was not very, you know, based on the actual dimensions of what I had. So I was like, oh, this looks like it could go here. This looks like it could go here. And then when I get out there, I'm measuring. I'm like, okay, well, I need them to be so far apart from each other so that way they have room to grow and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can only plant some of these here, some of these here. But I got it together. So I have like 4 or 5 pots on top that I have on the shelf, and then the whole bed on the bottom. So I was still able to plant a bunch of different stuff. It was just not as neatly as I thought it would be. Because then I'm like, oh, where's the seed at? Because then I went back to put in, what is it? Let me see. I have them right here. These, oh, mini plant fruit spikes. And then I was like, well, I don't want to put the spikes like right on top of a seed. So I was like, ah, shoots. So I was just putting them in the edges. I was like, not bad for a first timer, right? I was like, I'm so used to just buying like pots and plants already in there and just keeping them alive. Now I've got to start them from seeds and stuff, and I don't know. Hopefully this works. And hopefully within 6 to 8 weeks, I'll have some vegetables and some herbs and coming out. And I don't mean THC herb. I mean, I mean oregano, rosemary, thyme, things like that. because I cannot have that out in front. So yes, I did plant some regular lettuce and spinach lettuce and potatoes. I think I planted two different types of potatoes. I did the the russet, the big old russet potatoes that we use for baked potatoes, and then the little golden potatoes that I use for mashed potatoes. And so, since I had those lying around already, because I eat those all the time. My kids love mashed potatoes, and my other one loves baked potatoes. So it's like he doesn't like mashed potatoes; he'd rather have a baked potato. And my other kids are the opposite; they like mashed potatoes; they don't want a baked potato. So I'm like, oh, potato is potato, potato potato. I thought, you know. So I guess my kids are just as weird as I am in a totally different way. But yes, so hopefully, like I said, I just recently planted them maybe like a day or two ago. Like it took me like a week to like recover from breaking down. Like if I was to show you what I had, you would just be like, "Girl, how did you do that?" I would say, "Girl, I don't know." Now looking back on it, I don't know how I did it, but I got it done. Literally, I had a flathead screwdriver, a hammer, and a little handsaw that's maybe this big. That's really, this comes in like this big old toolkit. So it's not this big old little thing. It's what could fit in the case, along with 10 other tools and a drill and everything. These are just for handy dandy maintenance, do it yourself projects, not to be doing major projects. I don't have no electrical tools besides a drill. So I had to break apart this pallet using a flathead screwdriver. So it was just a lot of banging and a lot of yanking. And then when it came to the little things, I sawed it with my little hand saw that I had. Two little lines on both sides, used my foot to break the boards, and I had my side pieces. So yes, I became, and it doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's supposed to be cheap like that. It made it look weird. So yes, I has the shelf. It has everything. So I made a little bed planter out of the pallet. Again, it took me all day because that was a lot. And my hands were hurting. My hands were hurting. So again, I don't know how I did it. As you could tell, I probably still have bruises from it all over my legs, everything. I swear. My parents thought I got hit by a truck, but I didn't. Not this time. So, other than that, I am good. I just wanted to update everybody on what's going on. Again, don't forget to go to the website. Don't forget like, subscribe, share this video, or go to my other videos in regards to my fundraiser coming up. Don't forget to share those as well. Again, it is nationwide, so anybody from Maine to California, like the video says, anybody from Maine to California can participate. Again, it's nationwide. Let's fight abuse on Halloween and let's scare those predators away. You can go to the QR code at the top. Um, that one at the top is for the Panda Express fundraiser. Um, this one right here is to my website. So you can also go there to look up more information on this event as well as other events that we had or have coming up, as well as volunteer information and things like that. So again, you can go to the website or go to Panda Express. So these two QR codes, one for the website and one for the Panda Express fundraiser. You can also donate by going to the website, clicking the donate button, go to Cash App Vivid Lifestyles, or go to the PayPal link down at the bottom. So many different ways. Finally, PayPal has I confirmed all the information with PayPal finally. Took me a while, kept seeing documents back and forth with them. They finally approved, so now I can get on GoFundMe, um, and a bunch of other places, Facebook and things like that. I will be able to start collecting donations on there. Um, as an organization, not just as a person trying to get donations under GoFundMe. You know how a lot of people are just, they're having hospital bills and things like that. So I understand that they got to do that, but as an organization, this is a totally different aspect. So it's a legit organization with, that's legal with the IRS, legal with the government and things like that. So finally I was able to get approved on that. And so now I'll be able to start doing the GoFundMe's, the Facebook fundraisers, along with many other sites um, that are for donations and fundraisers and things like that. So again, we're going to be all across the board. I'm trying to get us out there and known and keep giving information in regards to Texas because the city needs to open its eyes and see what's going on. And it's hard because I get it. Everybody's either has their issues or they don't want to get involved. So it's kind of hard down here. And I think this is why we have a lot of crime in San Antonio or in Texas, because a lot of people just kind of turn the other cheek and they mind it, or they don't speak up. They're afraid to, or for whatever reason. And I understand that funds are a little tight. So please volunteer. If you're local and you can't donate, volunteer. Volunteering is free. So, again, a lot of people don't want to volunteer if they're not getting paid, and that's not what volunteer work is. So, hopefully in the future, I've been putting it out there on Facebook. I'm looking for volunteers. So, as until I could get more volunteers, I'll be able to do more things. But until then, I'm a single person and I can only be at one place at one time. So, bear with me, guys. Please support the channel and please support Vivid Lifestyles VVLS on Halloween. Order from Panda Express. Go to the website, donate. Go to any other the links that I have up here and donate. Again, if you don't want to donate to me, order some Panda Express, and Panda Express would donate money to me. So, again, thank you for being here. I just wanted to kind of stop by, be a little live today. It's different than, watching the videos. So, again, thank you for being here with me. I know it was a quick session, a quick hour. I wanted to update you guys on Zacharias Stallings because he was just found deceased yesterday, and still no updated information in regards to what caused his death. So hopefully we'll be looking out for that information and we'll be able to provide that information to you when that is out for the public. And until then, keep looking at the videos, keep liking and subscribing, sharing, do what you can. Spread the post about the fundraiser. Again, it is nationwide, so anybody, again, from Maine to California can order from Panda Express, enter the code at checkout, and that is it. Eat your food, know that you save a life, okay? So until then, you guys be safe, and can't forget my heart hurts. Be safe, guys. Have a good one. Bye.